Greetings and welcome to my dear Sagittarius friend. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. Tarot of the Twin Sun is a functional division within the Order of the Twin Sun. Please take only what you will, and we should go ahead and begin and get started on the ninth house reading. Okay, we invite Guru Bhagavan as well as Guru Brahaspati to watch over us, the High Priest to watch over us, and yeah, we'll go ahead and begin with our reading for Jupiter. Which is interesting. I wouldn't consider Jupiter to be so mutable, but because of the storms of Jupiter, the storm of Jupiter, it's like a fixed sort of a phenomenon or a system, a weather system of ionization that is on the face of Jupiter. Which, and you know, storms are mutable. They come and they go, and they flex, etc. Okay. Okay, so there's a way for you to make a clear partition with the past. Could be that you're also dealing with someone that is making a clear partition with the past. There's been a lot of stagnation in terms of this past. It revolves around stagnation because of not being able to feel emotions fully, not being able to indulge in things that may potentially be toxic in some sort of way. Also, there is a choice to do this, in order to understand the motivations of your own sort of place, of your own being, why you're there ontologically, how do you look into the past, and categorically sort of understand why it may have been stagnant. Now, there's something that crowns the energy of Jupiter, excuse me, with the Eight of Rods. Now, the Eight of Rods usually indicates some form of expansion of the mind here, okay? So the mind is expanding, and with this, there is a way to be grounded with your own present, okay? And with this, there is an expansion towards the duality of two different ways of thinking, one in the past, one in the future, okay? Both are, one is stagnant, very, very much concerned, especially the one with the past, your mind, essentially has been divided into a moralistic thinking. You have to get rid of that. It has to be converted into more of a mutable way of seeing things through the Grand Cross energy on the Spiritus Sancto, I think. The ability to find a balance with Mercury's energy, okay, and this will help you. Mercury is all about learning. It's about, basically, like, there's a period of time that will be elated, that will provide a gift from Mercury once it goes direct. That's essentially what I see, okay? So the mind will become more clear, your hands will become more functional. There also is an ability to have balance be affected in some sort of way through the auspices of the sixth house, okay? Now, we're moving into the Great Mirror. The Great Mirror is a tool devised by the Order of the Twin Sun in order to see particular karmas that may exist between Jupiter, the energy of Sagittarius, the ninth house, and the opposing of the wheel, okay, which is the third house. So you may be dealing with someone or something that has some degree of significance. There is a possibility to see some of the karmas that exist with this other person, place, or thing. Yes. Yes. There's a way of isolation, and in this isolation, one may call it solitude, one may call it loneliness. There's an ability for you to find the drive that you may be seeking for. This leads to a type of friendship, okay? But not only that, you might get more than what you bargained for in terms of friendship. Um, and I think you want to observe more of the path here of, uh, of detachment, to understand how to become flexible enough to let the dream emerge, okay? Out of isolation, out of seclusion, out of separatedness, okay? And usually I don't find Virgo to be very isolated. They have their own particularities, their own sensitivities. But with this High Priestess coming up, I fucking love this card. It's an amazing card. There is a devotion that you have to external influences, especially futuristic ones, in which you observe very calmly the challenges and the tribulations of others from a place of isolation. Very interesting. This could point to a type of inaction or stagnation with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, but I think it's very comforting to have this type of stillness. Usually, I don't find Sagittarians to be very lonely at all. They feel they are too busy projecting into either the future or into the higher stratas of the atmosphere and further beyond into galactic or universal sort of energies, that they are not bothered by loneliness. Yeah. Um, but in this respect, there's a great deal of attraction, especially through the auspices of Jupiter, Mars, and Mercury, that you pull in. And you're dealing with a lover, someone who is extremely uh, connected in that respect. And they see you as someone not someone who is in a quasi hermit mode, okay, if they see you at all. But love is in the cards here, very strong degree of love, whatever that means. There also is, yeah, a detached way of doing things. Like this person sort of is kind of vacuous. There's a vacuum around this type of connection that speaks about rebels who do not follow the drum, the beat of the drum of others. They do not follow the rhythms and the flows of others. They observe, okay, in order to see the system and not to be with the system, okay. And I think both of you want this. This creates a sense of harmony or a very interesting, unorthodox way of producing things into the future. Um, this is a very interesting connection because force majeure is tied with the Lover's card here, okay? If you can see that. They're both together on the higher mind as well as on the deeper mind, okay? With this, let's see, it would be Taurus as well as Gemini. That is the second, third houses and the 10th house. Okay, that's 2, 3, and 10 here. Wow. I think that this is a very intense connection that speaks of the formulation of structures between two people, an order between two people, the emergence of a new way of doing things in terms of what two people can do. But I'm not sure if you're exactly interested in all of this. There's something very mysterious about the ways and modes of behavior. This is a type of new beginning that it sort of elicits a way of expanding your mind in isolation. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. In terms of challenges, there's a very detached way of doing things. I think perhaps you've learned the lessons of a great deal of pain from the past, and it's like you'd rather not. But at the same time, Leo's energy comes here. There's something about you that will not share the sort of lesser order, the lesser formulations of animalistic behavior, of primitive animal design, chemical design, and perhaps this type of connection, it elicits that type of strong bond that Capricorn brings out in the Devil card. There also is a detachment here, something about them. Okay, let's find out more about them. Let's see. It would be the 9, the Ace. It would be 9, the 3 of Cups. Okay, so there's a certain sadness that they also feel. There's a sadness that you feel as well. Something melancholy. A general melancholy emerges out of this. And out of this melancholy, two people reach out. And this type of reaching out is very binding. So you have to be very careful with this type of energy. Yeah, but the advice that I saw is the Hanged Man. Okay, very particular advice. I don't know. It sounds too good to be true. I don't know. But that's the content. That's what I got. So that's what's on the cards. Uh, yeah, cue me in or whatnot. I do thank you for this month's reading, and may the blessings of Jupiter and Brahaspati sort of provide for you the detachment that you need in order to see how things unfold. Okay? Thank you. Bye.